Bye, Mom. Bye, honey. Have so much fun on your first day. I know you're gonna make so many friends, and I know all of your teachers are great. Make sure you eat a nutritious lunch, okay? I'll see you, and I can't wait to hear about your first day. Now for what your mother doesn't tell you about high school.
I'll be the same when it all goes up. I'll be the same when it all goes down. Not the first one open it up. I'll be the last one closing it out. Don't know if I give you a shot yet. Little mama, I'm peeping your style. Do I think you're dope enough yet? One way to find
First thing that people asked about so many times were different variations of like, how do I balance school and a social life? How do I balance school and a boyfriend? How do I balance school and sleep? How do I balance YouTube, a job, sports,
school, a social life, a boyfriend, community service, clubs, getting involved, making sure I eat dinner, and making sure I'm showered and hygienic?
I get it, especially if you're new to high school, then you kind of don't understand the swing of things yet. That's like something my grandma says. Get into the swing of things. How to take care of all those pesky tasks you have in high school. The first thing you gotta do is figure out what is most important to you. School and what other things. Once you figure that out, then you have to make a plan of how you're gonna do it. Get a schedule, get a planner, write it down, tell your friend, tell your mom. This is the hardest part to do, but if you actually map it out and you have a plan for it, then it's so much easier. Let's say it's school, sports, and a social life, then figure out that, okay, so for 5 days a week, most of my time is going to be spent on school and sports, and on the weekend it's going to be spent more social and then a little bit of school. Right after school until like 4 o'clock, I'm going to be doing my French, English, and math homework. And then once that's done, I'm going to go to practice. And then after practice is done, I'm going to eat dinner and shower. Like, figure out when that's going to happen. That way you have the maximum amount of free time and you're also done with all the things that you need to get done. Something to think about. On a school night, how do you usually procrastinate? On the computer? Maybe doodling? On your phone? Or even taking a nap? Now ask yourself how you usually spend your free time. Would you say it's pretty similar to how you procrastinate? Realize that when you're procrastinating, you're doing something that you like, so you're technically like using your free time. Thank you for watching Food for Thought. The second biggest thing that you guys asked, how do I make friends? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm in class and I'm awkward as anything. Scope out your potential friends. If you have someone in mind, make a side comment to them, ask them a question, compliment them on what you admire about them. So let's say it's the girl next to you in Spanish class. If you're listening to the teacher and you completely missed something that she said, turn to that girl and say like, hey, by any chance, like, did you hear what she said? I think I blanked out. And then she'll either tell you, and then you can be like, oh, by the way, like, I really like your outfits, you always look super cute. And then, you know, she'll be like, oh, thank you so much. And then you can ask her like what school she went to or something like that. And move on from there. I got questions about your lunch table. Unless you have a super tight-knit group of friends, most people have like a few different social groups that they go to. So when you get to the lunchroom, you're gonna look around and you're gonna see like a bunch of your friends, but none of the friends that are all like together, you know what I'm saying? So you have like options of where you can sit and stuff. And they're so random. They're such like unexpected groups that you end up like loving and having such a good time with. I've also had some lunch tables where we're all kind of like in the same social group, but we end up not having anything to talk about and they're just kind of boring. If you're coming from middle school, you're probably going to be experiencing over the next few years like losing friends, gaining friends, just changing friends overall. And that's because in middle school, you don't really know what's up. It's a very insecure time for a lot of people and you just don't really know who you are and you start to figure it out in high school. And you realize that all the people you're friends with, you're like, I'm just not like these people. And that's totally cool to just like grow apart. And sometimes you will have hard feelings towards each other and that's normal too. A lot of you guys asked about high school drama and how to avoid it. I hear this all the time. Listen to me. If you're someone who says,
I don't like drama, but it's like always around. Like I don't like it and I don't like to get involved, but like for some reason drama always tends to find me.
Girl, that's because you like drama. Next thing is drugs and drinking and how to deal with peer pressure. If you're looking for how to go to parties and stuff, if you don't like drinking and doing drugs but you still like going out and hanging out with a bunch of people, a lot of people go for the I don't need to drink to have fun, but that kind of offends the people who are drinking and they're not really going to want to have you around. Just be honest with them. If you don't like drinking for a certain reason, like it's against your beliefs, it's illegal. You've tried it before and it either makes you really emotional or maybe it makes you do stupid things, something like that. Just tell your friends or people at the party, be like, I drank before, It didn't end well. I'm just not ready for that. Like, I'm just here because I like to party. Or just be like, no thank you. Like, you don't have to make any more points. Like, if someone hands you a joint, they're not gonna look at you and, you know, be like, well, like, what do you want? Be like, oh, no thanks. Like, that's it. That's all you have to say. This little pamphlet, and it was like ways to say no. And they had some of the funniest things. They were like, tell them that you have prior engagements. What are you supposed to say? Like, someone hands you a beer and you're like, no, sorry, thank you, I have a dentist appointment. And as for popularity, I don't really know how it is at other schools, but I would say in my school, it was more how you like to spend your social time. It was kind of like on level of partying. But the third and final thing that a lot of people thumbs up, or how to avoid outfit repeating. I could tell you left and right 12 different ways to wear a basic v-neck, 12 different ways to wear a pencil skirt, but I think the problem that you probably haven't addressed yet is that there's only a handful of things in your closet that you actually like. Whether the other stuff was things that are too small now and you're like, oh, well, maybe like I'll lose the weight to fit into it. Probably not, because you're in high school and your body's changing. So just toss out those clothes if they're like not really in style anymore and you can't really picture them coming back. I know there's a few pieces in my closet that I'm like, well, maybe in a few years this will be cool again. I should toss it, and you should too. I actually have a spring cleaning video. I can link that in the description box though, but it's how to go through old clothes. So I would definitely say to check that one out. One more exciting announcement. So, a lot of you saw my Lexi Goes to the Dentist video and liked it. Got very good feedback. I only uploaded 3 minutes of it, and there's a few more minutes of the video where I end up crying over you guys, and it's kind of really funny. I wasn't sure if I should upload it or not, but I was thinking if I can hit 200,000 subscribers before I move to California, which is September 15th, then I will upload that extra footage of me at the dentist. If you have any more questions, comment that down below on social things or balancing. Feel free to leave those in the comments. Maybe I can make another video if there's something super popular that you want my advice on. A few people wanted boy advice, but I was like, I think that's another video. I don't think I can do that now. And if you like what your mother doesn't tell you about videos, give it a big thumbs up, and I'm getting really enunciated and excited right now. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to my video on Tuesday, and I will see you guys then. Bye.